Okay, so number one is a Crook problem. If you remember, we have to use the parallel postulate. So the parallel postulate states that through one point, there's exactly one parallel line that you can draw. So we're going to draw our parallel line, and that is parallel to our other two given parallel lines. The reason we want to draw that is so that we can take these angles and use them with this parallel line right here. So I know, for example, and if you want to, you can go ahead and extend, I'll use a lighter color, extend this, what we call our transversal. Okay, so that's my green transversal. So therefore let me get my favorite colors. The 135 is going to go right down here. And of course, if that's 135, then next to it, I have my windshield wiper angle. So if that's 135, then we know how big the angle next to it would be, which is 45 degrees. Okay, so that's the 135 and that's the 45. Because I know, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, because I know that this entire angle right here is 110, so they're telling you that whole blue angle is 110, and I know that this little angle is 45, right, then the rest of this right here would have to be 110 minus 45. So the orange and the green together are going to equal 110. Okay, so again, it's 110 minus 45 is what math we're doing. 100 minus 45 is 55, so 65 degrees. And then spring break, so I'm not thinking right now. So that's 65 degrees right there. Once we know that this green angle is 65, we can use this corresponding angle down here to say that this is also 65. Again, those are corresponding angles. They slide down this transversal right here. So they're going down this pink transversal, sliding right down from that purple parallel line right here to this parallel line right here. And once we know that that green angle right there is 65, then we can officially say that 180 minus 65 is what leaves me with 115 degrees. That's our Crook problem. Okay, number two. So find the measure of angle A. A is 4x plus 20, B is 88 minus x, and C is x squared. So the first thing I'm thinking is, I know that if I add these two remote angles up together, they are equal to this exterior angle. So angle A plus angle B has to equal angle ACD. Okay, so let's go ahead and put some numbers in. 4x plus 20 plus 88 minus x equals x squared. Immediately I see an x squared, so I'm going to move everything over to the other side. Okay, so we want it to be set equal to 0 so I can factor this down. Combining my like terms while I do this, I have x squared minus 3x. Was that 108 minus 108? Okay, so I'm going to factor this down. What multiplies to make x squared? X times x. What multiplies to make negative 108? Negative 12, positive 9. Check this to make sure. So this is a negative 12x. This is a positive 9x. And together when we add those up, it gives me that negative 3x that I need to. So I checked it. These are my factors. They're not my answers. Now I have to take my factors and set them both equal to 0. So I get x is equal to 12 and x equals negative 9. Always take your answers and plug them back in. Negative 9 works here, negative 9 works here. Negative 9 does not work here because it gives you a negative angle A. So negative 9 is ruled out as an answer. So my answer is x is 12. And then you can go ahead and you can plug the 12 in. So it says find angle A. So 4 times 12, 48, plus 20, 68 degrees. And just to make sure, I would plug everything else in as well. So 88 minus 12 gives me 76 degrees. And 12 squared is 144. And I would make sure that when you add those two together, it gives you that 144 right there. And it does. So you know that the measure of angle A answering the question is 68 degrees.